Well, with 2018 pretty much over and with a new YouTube Rewind now being released, let's see how that's done. Yo, what is up guys, this is Tyrannic1 here, and welcome to another video. This time pretty much explaining the whole, crap that's been going on around YouTube Rewind, and pretty much I'm going to be going through the video just to pretty much say my piece about it, since that pretty much every single YouTuber since it's come out has pretty much made their own video on it. So I thought I'd make my own on it, tell my own viewpoint, and trust me, there's going to be a lot to talk about. Now, kicking off with the video, it begins with Will Smith. Now, this doesn't surprise me too much, considering in 2016, that one started off with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and so it's not too much of a surprise to see a celebrity being in one of these rewinds these days, since they're practically all over the place. But it's just the fact that I feel like YouTube put Will Smith in there because he's started his own channel now and he's made a bunch of videos. But the thing is, Will Smith isn't really a YouTuber. He's not really someone you would insinuate with the website or the platform itself. He's a celebrity, he's an actor. You pretty much associate him with films and all that kind of stuff, or his previous rapping career, but not YouTube. That just doesn't seem right whatsoever. It wasn't until Will Smith said these words that made me realize just how fucking bad this Rewind video was going to be.
Yeah, if I control Rewind, I would want Fortnite.
Yep, at that point I pretty much lost all hope for the video, as mentioning those words just sent a horrible cringe down my spine, and oh fucking hell. So Will Smith wanted Fortnite and Marquez apparently, and we see him do, I think, is probably the whole Thanos snap thing from Avengers Infinity War. I don't know if that's supposed to be a shout out to that when he snapped his fingers, but hey, it's something at least I can see that's good at least. But we see them on the fucking Fortnite bus, and that just pisses me the hell off, considering even though Fortnite, yes, was a big ass game this year and it was popular as fuck, there was a whole bunch of better games this year, like God of War, Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man, hell, even A Way Out was better than that piece of shit. Well, none of these games have mentioned whatsoever. That's a lot of bullshit in my case. To put the icing on this shit cake, they decide to have Ninja here at the front of the bus for some reason. I mean, Ninja is the poster boy of Twitch, which is YouTube's main rival. So why would YouTube decide to put Twitch's biggest streamer in this video? That doesn't make any sense at all. And then again, Ninja's pretty of a shitty guy, to be honest. And it just feels completely out of place with him being here, even though it's Fortnite and all that shit, and he got completely popular off of that. And just why? After that, we see two other YouTubers who said they wished for Liza to be in the video, and it's kind of weird how we have a YouTuber in this video who hasn't even posted a video in 9 months or so, from what I've heard. And then they do the whole shopping cart thing that you see in Fortnite. So yeah, keep rolling out the shittiness with Fortnite just to piss me off even more. Then it transitions into a jungle where we see a bunch of other YouTubers all sitting around a campsite fireplace of sorts, and then Liza says they can do whatever the hell they want this year. And that's probably the funniest thing in this whole video, is the fact that everything in this video, or almost everything, is pretty much the complete opposite of that. Now, Casey and the Morel twins, if that's how you say their name, I don't really know them, so I don't know how to pronounce it correctly if not. They stand up and say K-pop needs to be in this year's Rewind. Now, I'm not really much of a K-pop listener, but even then, I still don't remember anything YouTube-wise or anything in the music industry having some big K-pop music piece out this year, as far as I know. I mean, there could have been, but it just didn't seem it just kind of felt out of place having K-pop when I've heard nothing about it this year. Maybe it's gotten more popular or something, maybe that would make sense, but the fact that a lot of this sequence is mainly there's quite a lot of time put into this bit, and the whole scenery looked weird as shit. Like, if you got high, it probably wouldn't make any difference watching this scene if you were, like, high and shit. But the whole fact that, like they said, K-pop, and the fact that I really haven't heard anything about it this year just didn't make too much sense to me. And a whole bunch of other random stuff happened, like we had a German YouTuber saying something about the royal wedding, which at least made sense since that did happen, although it didn't seem too big compared to the last time, and it's kind of redundant at this point. But at least we got to see one of the good memes of this year, which was the Bongo Cat, but this is something I'll get into a little bit later on. We also see Michael Dapper, if that's how you pronounce his last name. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Now, I'm pretty sure he's the guy who did Man's Not Hot last year, so I don't really get why he's here this year. I mean, what the fuck did he make this year? I've heard nothing. I only keep hearing the Man's Not Hot meme, and that's it. I don't hear any other meme of any of his other songs that he might have done, so I don't know what the fuck he's doing this year. But, I mean, every YouTube Rewind has to have a musician there, or a popular musician, somewhere. Then we have, like, a few other things, like we get this mukbang in Korea. I don't know why. I know mukbangs were popular a few years ago or so on YouTube, but maybe they've had a resurgence in popularity or something. But even then, I haven't really seen that on YouTube. Then we have, like, a bunch of people melting lipstick, and I don't even know why the fuck this is there. I don't even know what it is. Where, what, why, who, huh? And then we have, like, a dog being served cakes and stuff. I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to be for. I don't know if it means I'm just not watching enough stuff on YouTube, but even then I have no idea what the fuck that was, but still. And after that we see Marshmello and the yodeling kid. Okay, Marshmello I can sort of understand because he has gotten quite popular these last couple of years, so I can understand why they would have him in this year's Rewind. And the yodeling kid, now I'm pretty sure I heard something that originated on Facebook and not YouTube. I could be completely wrong with that source, that could be my own fault, but that's what I heard, and yeah, I mean, people are kind of whining about it like that, but it's one of the few other memes in this video, but I completely forgot it was a meme. It must have been like during the early parts of this year, but yeah, just another meme to add randomly. We arrive at possibly my favourite part of the video, which is where we see animators sing the Am I Feeling challenge, or whatever that was called. And I'll explain this in more detail later on, but I feel like this was a very good section, especially for the animators themselves, especially that little awkward bit at the end with them. However, seeing those TV hosts doing Fortnite dances is possibly the most cringiest thing I've seen in my fucking life, if not ever. Maybe, who knows, but it looked absolutely goddamn ridiculous, and you can just see it in their eyes that they are dead on the inside. And the video tries to do something that just did not fit very well. Now the YouTubers start talking about this whole thing about people coming out and saying stuff about their mental health issues and all that kind of thing. Now I get the message, I like that sort of thing, but the way this whole bit was executed just didn't seem right. It just felt like everybody was just reading off the damn script and there was no emotion to it whatsoever, because they probably know themselves just how fucking dumb YouTube is and how stupid this whole portion is. And yeah, looking at the as I'll explain later on from the like tweets and stuff YouTubers have said about this who were on the production set of this video itself, yeah, there's not a lot of good stuff to say about it. Alongside the mental health issue stuff, other YouTubers start saying like some stuff about how women have been able to show their voice this year and how the Asians are being represented and like better in this community this year. Not to say something bad about this, but this feels very forced. Incredibly forced. Very social justice forced. Now, I'm all for, like, seeing these kind of people being represented in good ways, but the whole execution of this has not been done very well. It's like YouTube are trying to force shit down our throats that we know ourselves are true, but we just didn't need to see it in this video. I mean, yes, we know these people have done this sort of stuff. They've shown that they are capable of like showing their strengths and everything, but we don't need this here for some reason. I don't know why this was here, as I'll explain probably in the conclusion. And we see another hilarious moment for me when Ellie Mills interrupts everyone and says they should read the comments. Now, if the actual real comments of YouTube were in here, it would be absolutely glorious, because every single comment that was shown in this video is fake as shit. No one in the YouTube community would have a comment like this whatsoever. And then a whole bunch of random stuff happens, like that Kanye West music video where he has the big giant ass Minecraft Roblox suit things. I don't know what the fuck they were, but that's shown in there. Well, the suits are shown off, not the song, because YouTube and its demonetization and age restriction shit. We see the Starman car thing, like Elon Musk did earlier this year. At least that made sense. We also see like ASMR. I don't know what the fuck that is at all. I've not seen anything like that on YouTube whatsoever, so that was redundant to me. And we also see like a bit of the World Cup being shown off with people playing around with football. That made a little bit of sense, but there wasn't too much concentration on it. But yeah, and from there it just keeps on getting better and better. Because seeing a bunch of people in Fortnite outfits doing Fortnite dances in the fucking woods is just stupid as shit. You may as well have had fucking Logan Paul in the corner looking at a hanging body while you have fucking Fortnite people dancing there. It's just, no, that's fucking stupid. And then you have the Baby Shark song, or whatever the hell that meme was. That was like at the beginning of the year or so. I completely forgot about it and it went over my head. What the hell was this here for? I don't even know. It's like freaking YouTube just ran out of songs to put in the bloody video, and we're like, ah, shit, let's throw this in there. Like, you know, to like give the memesters their freaking juice and shit. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell. And then we see everyone dancing and shit, and then the video ends. Well, then we have this one final bit where that was actually pretty decent, was someone like creating their own like YouTube emblem, and that was like by using primitive tools, and I actually kind of like that. That was a pretty interesting way to end the video. Well, until Will Smith comes back, looks through a telescope and sees the Fortnite bus and says, "That's hot." No, just no.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
But yeah, that is YouTube Rewind 2018. I thought 2017's Rewind was absolutely awful, but this year was fucking terrible. It was cringy as hell. It didn't feel like it even showed everything, or it barely showed anything that resembled 2018 whatsoever. I mean, there were so many things missing. Mainly Shane Dawson's like thing about the like Jake Paul or something, that little series he did, that was missing entirely. Or just Shane Dawson in general wasn't there because of that whole thing. Mr. Beast, why the fuck is he not there? He has done a shit ton this year. He's given out he's like done so many for like fans of YouTube and his community, like giving everyone a shit ton of money, but also entertaining them with such creative videos. Why is he not there? And then, of course, you have the KSI versus Logan Paul fight. I don't even know why this wasn't there whatsoever. I'm surprised we didn't even see, like, just a ring of just two random YouTubers fighting in there. That would have been a decent, like, reference to it. You don't need the actual people there. You could have just made a reference to it. But, nope, of course, YouTube, being the assholes they aren't going to show that. And of course, the biggest thing this entire year has been the whole PewDiePie versus T-Series battle. Now, I have not really given too much of a damn about this because I don't care about either people, but the fact is that PewDiePie, who is the highest subscribed YouTuber, is fighting against like a corporate company channel that's like does music and shit. This is basically a real life battle going on between YouTube and its community. PewDiePie is representing YouTube's community, while T-Series is representing the corporate side of YouTube. So pretty much we need to make sure that we keep subscribing to PewDiePie so that us, like the community, stay on top. But that doesn't necessarily mean everything in this video is bad. There were a couple good things, like the whole section dedicated to animators. Previous YouTube rewinds have barely given screen time for animators at all. This year they finally did that, and I really like that. And I think the unsung hero here is Jaden Animation, who not only put in PewDiePie's chair as a reference to PewDiePie, but she also put in a few other things in the background, like Bitch Lasagna, that PewDiePie song made. You see like a little Do You Know The Way doll, or the fucking Ugandan Knuckles, and there's like a few other references like the KSI versus Logan Paul fight. If you like look at her like shelf, you can see like a little bunch of references in the background. She's pretty much the unsung hero here and deserves all the credit for putting that stuff in, and it was really nice that that she did that. And as I said before, I did like the fact that they had the Bongo Cat meme in there. But that's another thing. There was a crap ton of memes this year produced by a hell of a lot of people, and it's the fact that they barely choose any of the good ones in there. There was so many forgotten, like the Screaming Cowboy, the Ugandan Knuckles. I mean, Bongo Cat was at least in there, but there was just so many other memes in there that were just forgotten. We just didn't get to see. One thing in particular that kind of annoyed me a lot is throughout this whole year, VR chat has become such a big thing in the YouTube community. That exploded this year, and the fact there was no mention of that whatsoever astounds me. I mean, there were so many YouTubers who like did the whole VR chat thing, like interaction. There's a whole massive community that's been built there, and the fact that nothing whatsoever about it has been referenced in YouTube Rewind 2018. And that just saddens me so much, because of all the effort these people put into making videos on this platform and this game. It's so sorry. It's so sad to see all their videos kind of become not wasted, but it's just the fact none of them were referenced whatsoever. And I feel like they deserve the credit for it, because they make a lot of good videos from that, and they are really funny as hell. So the fact that the VR chat community didn't get a shout out whatsoever this year is very sad to see. As the final piece for this video, this was a terrible year for YouTube Rewind and YouTube in general. YouTube have definitely lost their touch with the community. In fact, that's pretty much been ongoing for a long while now. I think 2015 was the last good Rewind, in my opinion, and even then there were signs that things were starting to go a little bit haywire. But YouTube have just lost their connection with the community so much now that their own community has pretty much turned against them. YouTube Rewind 2018 has become the most disliked video of all time in literally like a week or so. And that's amazing, considering that Justin Bieber's Baby has been the most disliked video for such a long while, like 7 years or so. And the fact that it took a week and a bit for this video to like top that is amazing. But it just shows that the community is sick of YouTube's crap, and that they need to wake the fuck up and improve their platform and stop doing all their like shitty demonetization rules and all those regulations and age restrictions shit, because people are hating that, and they just really need to sort that crap out in order to actually make this community good again. But honestly, it might be a bit too late for that. Honestly, I used to want to try and get into one of these Rewind videos, but then again, looking at how my videos do and the views they get, that really doesn't matter at this point. But even then, I still don't care now, because the Rewinds have gotten so terrible, and hearing what other YouTubers say about like behind the scenes and the production stuff, and the fact that they work for so long, like 15 or so hours or something like that, just so they can get like a 2-second cameo in a video, is just atrocious, really. So yeah, to pretty much end this video, YouTube just needs to wake up and just smell their own shit and try and sort that out. Otherwise, they're pretty much just going to become a dead platform, and everyone will eventually forget about it. So, yeah. So that was YouTube 2018 Rewind, and yeah, that was pretty fucking terrible. Put down your comments below to see what, so I can see what you think of this whole fiasco. I mean, it's pretty surprising. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video on social media, and I shall see you guys in the next random video.